Hi folks, and welcome back to the Skippy guides. We missed a few weeks because we already done them in previous seasons, and the track temperature is going to be the biggest change in these Skippy races. Otherwise, the tracks are pretty much identical. But yeah, we're here with a brand new track, Hockenheimring, and to be honest, I did enjoy practicing around here. Actually, turn one particularly really fun in the Skippy. Didn't like it very much in the 6-hour race I did in the GTE. Very difficult to get wrong, but yeah, actually really good fun. And the two last corners of this, really fun if you get them right. Very rewarding corners. Having said that, very easy to get them wrong as well, so I'll try and go over the important points as always. I might have some longer pauses to explain me waffling basically about the corners as best I can. Otherwise, let's crack onto it and get onto what you actually are here for. Track conditions, make note of these, because obviously if you are watching this in a few months time and we're back here next season or something, these may be different. 66 Fahrenheit, I'll put the degrees above my head, and track usage of a 45%, so that is moderate. Usually moderate's around 50%, can have low usage, which is a little bit more slidey, but middle of the park for me, down that one. Right, laps, will you see that above my head? You will. Brilliant. We did get down into the low 57s, and my optimal was in the 56. I'm hoping that's a pretty competitive time. But you can see here we started off high 57s, then we're working it down and down and down, and then we got a good, light fuel. I think I had only about 2 or 3 laps left in the tank, but getting down nice and low into the 57. So I think I'm hoping that's a good pace at least. I've got nothing to go back on it because it's the first time the Skippy's been here. But hey ho, we'd gloss over. Telemetry, OLAP, BLAP, and the replay files will all be in my Discord. Link will be down in the description below. So please feel free to come and say hello and pinch them. Otherwise, I think that is about it. Yeah, let's crack on with the guide. Right. Hockenheim, and here we are looking for turn 1. We're looking for the 100-meter board, and then about halfway between the 150 we just get on the brakes down to 4th gear, turn in nice and early, miss that red curb on apex, it is enormous, and then use all of the blue and white curb on exit. Try not to use any more on that. It is an off track, which is a real pain in the rear. Down to turn 2 now and 3, and the service road on the left hand side here, we're braking at it and we're all the way down into 2nd gear. Heavy braking zone this, make sure you get it right, and we need a good exit out of turn 2. It's a very long straight now, all the way down to the proper hairpin, so make sure you get it right, make sure you get full throttle and a good exit. This little kink here, you can take a little bit of the curb, avoid the grass. I did touch the grass once, it's an off track, so hit the curb, not the grass, you'll be golden. We're going to speed up a little bit now because this straight is horrendously long. I was just trying to literally think of a straight that's longer than this, and I can't. Maybe the one at Bathurst, but yeah, I don't actually know how long this is, but people are going to slipstream past you. It is going to be an absolute carnage fest on lap 1, so be warned. This little service greeny tarmacy bit there just before the 100-meter board, we're braking just before it, and we're all the way down into 1st gear. Really feels like you bring the car to a complete stop. When we look at the apex speed, 36 miles an hour. I mean, we may as well be going backwards. Red sausage curb, you can straddle it like I do there, but don't go over the other side of it. It is an off track, which is a bit of a pain in the rear. Coming to this little kink now, we have sped it up because literally as the curb starts, just turning nice and easy. It doesn't even affect the Skippy at all. But what we're hunting for is the end of this curbing on the right hand side. Brake in a straight line the best you can, open up the corner as best you can as well. 2nd gear, miss that red sausage curb as best you can because it does damage your front wing, and basically want to bring the car over to the left hand side as quickly as possible because we need to open up this kink. In the Skippy it is completely flat, so it is an acceleration zone, so try and be as smooth as you can on the steering inputs, and don't run too far wide. There's a big red sausage curb and a slowdown to greet you out there. This little turn 11 now is a real pain in the rear in the Skippy because the braking point is a little bit later than the Ferrari, and this is it. That's where I was braking, little stab of the brake to turn the car in, and we're kind of balancing the rear end with the throttle there. You can take more apex curb to avoid this exit curb, but again it's quite a forgiving corner if you just be gentle on entry, and it's quite a short straight to the next one, so it's not really important on exit either. Change of tarmac here is our good braking point, and we're 2nd gear. It's a lovely cambered corner, so you can take in a little bit more speed than you think, but get a good exit hit here. Nice early throttle, and it will benefit you over these next few chicanes. I say few chicanes, it's only one. It's a left kink and a right kink right here, and that's it over and done with. So yeah, not a lot to say about that one. As we come over here, I can't really pick a braking point that much. It's just the middle of the track. And what we're doing, I normally stay in third gear all the way around these. You can see I'm absolutely full throttle. Out to the red curb. Again, don't go over it. It's an off track. But it's kind of treated as one big corner as you can, them last two ones. Really rewarding when you get them right, and really pain in the rear when you get them wrong. You can lose a hell of a lot of time there. Use all the exit curb and hunt for the line, and that is us across the line with a 1:57.081. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that time. Obviously, we've never been around here before, so nothing to go by. Could be really slow, could be really fast, who knows. But yeah, I think my optimal was in the 56s, but yeah, stringing that together can be a little bit more difficult. So yeah, I didn't think that was too bad of a track, to be honest. I mean, that long straight coming out of turns 2, 3 and 4, or whichever one it is, down to the hairpin is going to be an absolute slipstream fest. And to be honest, lap 1 is going to be probably 3 or 4 wide into that hairpin. You can go straight on. There isn't an off track if you go straight on, but obviously if you're the left hand side of that red sausage curb, it is an off track. So yeah, pretty interesting. It could be interesting because half the track you could possibly run away with being all twisty, and then the actual first half with that massive long straight, they might be able to gain back up on you. So yeah, time will tell. We'll see if this is a good Skippy track. Otherwise, I'm going to disappear. The full speed cockpit and chase cam are to follow. Setup down in the description. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Catch you on the next one.